This program was first broadcast on Canterbury's access media station, Plains FM, and was made with the assistance of New Zealand On Air.
Today we're going to talk all things friendships and how we can support our tamariki with these. We'll be taking a look at how we can build on these and nurture them so that they feel connected for their well-being.
Thanks for joining us for Being Real Parents with me, Anna, and my colleague and buddy,
Melissa from Monday Creative.
We work in the parenting space, and it's here where we'll talk about our worlds as parents, the good, the not so good, and the hilarious, and mix this with what we know about behaviour and psychology.
Kia ora, Kate.
Hey, Anna.
Nice to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be back. We're in this studio I haven't been in before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
is
just
cool.
assume that everyone's been where I've been. Everyone knows who I know.
It's
I'm
cool.
so bad at that.
Cool, well, I just followed you in.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, so we're back in the ordinary studio. And it has been a higgledy-piggledy kind of 2 weeks, I think. Anyway,
Yeah. Yep.
like the weather has shown us that.
Yep, the weather's... The
kinda lead
winter
the way.
is just like, bang, it's winter. And the bugs as well.
Yeah, the
Followed
bugs.
on just instantly as well.
Yeah, had 2 weeks of
Just
sickness.
it's July now.
Yes, I know, suddenly, if you didn't know. Yeah, and it's also kind of been busy with work as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But I do want to, so I've been doing quite a lot of kind of what I find lonely work, a lot of not talking to many people or not being out and about as much as I like, and lots of writing alone.
Yeah. That's not always fun, hey? That can feel pretty isolating. Like, I might just give someone a call so I
Yeah.
have some interaction
Yeah, who
with
can-
someone. Phone a friend.
Yeah, no, who can that person be? You're flicking through my phone going, who can interrupt me for a bit? But the websites, the Real Parents website's looking pretty good as a result.
Yeah, you've done awesome with the website. You've done it.
I won't be the judge of that, and you won't be the judge of that either. But if anyone's listening, they want to go and have a look and be the judge.
Check it out.
You're really welcome. So doing lots around work around what the tips are for us as parents at different ages and stages.
Yep.
And sorting that through. We've probably got a bit more work to do on the adventures, which is the play activities, although there's already around 200 there. I just want to extend that a bit.
Yeah. There's people love the adventures, hey? We get lots of feedback of how awesome it is to be able to find some new ideas.
Yeah, that's true. It's the most used part of our website.
For good reason, I use it regularly myself. What am I going to do today? All right, adventures.
Yeah, what can I do with the kids today? I told you that I created that to solve my own problem because I've had 3 children, 3 different ages, and I was just like, I'm so sick of searching the net or trying to think about what we can do together. And so, created that as a result.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a go-to for me.
Yeah. What about Chu? How's your higgledy-piggledy 2 weeks been?
Higgledy-piggledy. I guess just like we were saying before, winter, we've had bugs.
Yeah.
Our cat's gone missing, which is made for fun times. And just trying to explain to a 3-year-old where the cat is. And sometimes I just feel like at the moment I'd rather kind of have that process, that conversation around processing what's happened than that unknown, that limbo space.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I'm feeling so guilty right now because so we moved into a new property and a cat showed up, and the cat looked pretty sick, but the cat wouldn't go away. So I rang the previous people who lived there, and they said, "Oh no, the cat's not ours," because I assumed it was theirs. But we used to feed it, and I was like, "If you feed the cat's yours."
Yeah.
And they were going, "Oh no, really, I don't know. Obviously it's a tame cat, but we don't know who its owner is." And I can't believe I'm telling you this story. Am I going to continue?
You started now. You're quite far into it. You've got to finish.
And anyway, so we started to feed the cat, and the cat was looking, quite manky. So I took the cat to the vet, and the vet told us that the cat was very sick, and told me and my eldest daughter at the time that the cat was really sick, and that the cat actually needed to be put down. So anyway, we put the cat down. We'd even named the cat Dry Clean Only. And so we put the cat down and we had it in the box. And as I got back to the house, I saw this woman wandering around going, here, puss, 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 puss. And I had the cat in the box, ready to bury in the backyard. And she came up to me and she said, have you seen my cat? And I said, oh, what does it look like? And she basically described the cat I had in the box. And I just said, no.
How did you just say no? I feel okay with this up until the
I know, because I had basically killed her cat.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like if that's what had happened to my cat right now,
I know.
If someone
you
found
want me to tell you, wouldn't you?
And it was so sick. You've done in my mind, you've done the right thing. You've looked after it. I would want that for my cat right now.
I'm really hoping that person's not listening to this.
It's so awkward.
I know. Sorry. I'm really hoping that hasn't happened for your cat. Oh. Sorry.
No, we're good.
Anyway, that's what. Missing cat.
We'll find out what happens with the cat. Time will tell.
Yeah. I hope the cat comes back. That's what we want. We want the cat to come back.
We want the cat to come back.
I promise that I haven't seen your cat.
Okay, that's good. I'm quite glad now that we live nowhere near each other. There's no way my cat's got to you. So good.
Yeah, no, not really, no. Poor, cats and...
They just, they do what they want, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Cats. And I feel like she's quite old. We were actually planning to take her to the vet this week, but she was missing last week. So we are thinking she's maybe not that well. Maybe she has just gone somewhere to do that, whatever.
Yeah.
The hardest bit is the no closure and not being able to explain to Willow where she's gone.
And when do you do that? Like, how long do you leave it?
Exactly, yeah. Like, at what point do you be like, okay, I think she's gone?
Yeah.
And suddenly, scrolling Facebook and seeing other, missing cats on community pages, you're like, all of a sudden, before I'd be like, oh, yeah, your cat's missing. But now I'm like...
Is that my cat?
I get
Is that
it
my
now.
cat?
I get it.
Is it time to go to the SPCA and do we replace cats? I don't know.
Well, we have got 2 cats, so we've got another cat who's also losing her mind at the moment, wondering where the other cat is. Oh my gosh. So scratching at the door and running around the house a little bit crazy. I think we'll just stick to now being a 1-cat family.
Okay.
You're listening to Being Real Parents with Melissa and Anna on Plains FM 96.9.
Cool. So today, Anna, we were going to talk about friendships and how we can support our tamariki in these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so supporting to build friendships, but also maybe to maintain them and how that adds to their well-being.
Yeah, that would be cool. You kick off and I'll chip in. How's that?
Okay. Sure.
Good.
We'll roll with that.
You've got notes.
Well, sort of. You just asked me, are they your notes? And I was like, yeah, that scribble is my notes.
Good.
Well, when we started talking about doing friendships, I suddenly started thinking about the conversations you and I have had recently about my daughter and losing her bestie at preschool and how she moved to another preschool and how I started giving this loads of attention, and I've even written a blog about this too. So
yeah, you have.
It's definitely a subject close to my heart, I guess, at the moment.
Well, it's something that we worry about with our kids, isn't it? That they are social beings. If you talk to any teacher, they'll say from parents, one of the most common questions that they get is, have they got friends? Are they making friends? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just going to that well-being piece, back to that well-being piece of the pie, it is enormously important. Like, we know that in terms of children's well-being, adult well-being and resilience, that feeling connected and having, close relationships with people are fundamental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they really contribute to our happiness and over the course of our lifetime. So you kind of get it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think I'm quite a social person myself. Like, I know being around my friends really fills up my cup.
Yeah.
People are different around that. So, but I know for me that's really important. So then sometimes I think maybe I just think that of everyone too.
Yeah, that's true.
And that actually some people are really okay with just having one or two really close people. But
that's all we need.
Yeah, other people have quite a few people in their corner, that they like to see lots of.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess in some ways that's confused by social media a bit as well.
Yeah.
In terms of feeling like we need to have all of these connections, but actually we just need one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, close ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's funny how that has become some sort of odd status, eh?
Yeah. Like, how many friends have you got?
Yeah. Well, you can check.
I know. That's a bit weird, eh?
That's super
And
weird.
are they actually friends, or are they people that you went to high school, like, how many years ago with, and wouldn't even say hi to in the street?
Yeah, I wouldn't recognise. Stop it.
I know. Anyway.
Anyway, sorry. Sidetrack.
So, yeah, I guess supporting it. Like, how do we do it? How do we support them, and how do we find that balance? Because I know throughout our conversations, for me, and supporting my daughter, it was a lot around not giving it too much attention either. Like, every day she'd get in the car and I'd be like, "So who did you play with today?" Like, so eager to know, and it made it a thing.
Yeah.
Where it didn't need to be a thing. So what's that balance, hey? How do we find that balance between supporting them but also not making it a thing?
Yeah, that's right. And recognising too that our kids make friends based on basically their relationship with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if we want our kids to make friends, we need to have a good look at how we're contributing to that too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That feels a bit guilt-making. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. Yeah.
But it's like so many things, hey, it comes back to that whole modelling thing again, hey, how we model that.
Yes, that's true. And also that kind of thing of how are we parenting them too? Mm-hmm. Like, if our parenting is kind of quite, authoritarian and kind of we use a lot of things like you either do that or, we're not going, that kind of, what is that?
It's kind of jumping to consequence straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Then you'll hear that in friendships too.
Yeah.
Or our kids think that that's the normal way to get their needs met.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's how relationships work. So it's just that kind of like thinking about what it is, modelling in terms of us having some friends that they kind of see, and then also that thing about what is it they feel when you're in connection with somebody.
Yeah. And then their play is an awesome place to be able to model and support that too, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. And when I was thinking about this morning on the trip up, I was thinking about, that our play opportunities are a great place to be able to support them with friendships, because it's through those we can talk and encourage sharing, turn-taking, waiting, all of those sorts of things. But then there's kind of like, and also we should encourage play dates. But I don't know about you, but the play dates are the time that you see your child behave in the oddest way, like something you have never experienced before, takes over them. And, you know, I've been known to, you know, have to, you know, call a chill out time just as somebody's arriving, because they've got so excited that they've, like, bitten them or something absolutely...
Yeah. Playdates can be so interesting, hey? They can really go one way or the other. I can definitely relate to that.
And it's their utter excitement, isn't it? It's their utter excitement. And then they won't share their toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, you can't have that. And they're not interested in anything that the friend wants to do.
Yeah.
They've got it sorted in their mind as to how this is going to go. And then the friend's in tears and wants to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of that, I think, is around the environment, hey, and picking where the playdate actually takes place.
Yeah.
Like, whether that could be a mutual place. And I have found that sometimes, not always, but sometimes that can help. Like meeting at a playground instead, where nothing belongs to anyone. Unless your child, like mine, always has to have someone with her, whether it be a doll, a teddy.
Oh, that's true.
So there's
still the thing that they can't
still
share.
one
I
thing.
can't share this.
Yeah, it's always fun.
That's so true. I, you know, before I had children, I thought playdates would be fun.
Yeah.
They'd be great.
Yeah.
You got to stick quite close, don't you, and do a lot of kind of coaching in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
It's definitely not going off to necessarily, you know, have
Read a book.
wines with the other mum.
Yes, that's right. You just have a little settle in for a nice little natter.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true. Okay, that's really interesting. Good. I'm pleased that your experience of playdates is much the same as my experience of playdates.
Yeah.
They get better, by the way.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. But not until around about 8 or 9.
Right. Oh, not far away then.
No, for you, you've got just another 6 years. You're good. I've avoided. No, don't avoid playdates.
And some can actually go really well, hey. I know for us, there are a few of particular friends that she does play really well with, and that can look quite different.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What else can we do to support friendship? Role playing,
Yeah.
especially if there are difficulties.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that can be quite good to do with toys or together or problem solving, what's going on, and then playing that out.
Yeah.
They play them, then they play their friends.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that's quite fun.
Yeah.
That's a favourite of mine. And then I think the other thing to support them to make friends too is to help them to emotionally regulate if they find that hard. Because if you've got the kids, and you know, I've had the kid that bursts into tears because they're not playing the game that they want to play or whatever, that can be off-putting for other kids to be around.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think sometimes it's about meeting them where they're at as well, hey? Like, sometimes, like we're joking about play dates, but it is going to happen that way sometimes. They're still learning.
Yeah.
They're still learning to navigate friendships.
Yeah.
And I think even as adults, we're still learning that at times.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting, actually, because, you know, as you know, I've moved into a new community, and there's that thing about, as adults, you know, how do I make friends as well? It's not just kids, you know?
So true.
And so I've been doing a little bit of self-reflection around that too, and what makes us kind of likeable, you know, what makes people, you know, us want to hang out with that people or them want to hang out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it takes something. It takes a whole bunch of courage and feeling okay about yourself, and then reaching out and saying, do you want to have that coffee? And it's no different for our children.
No.
You know, it's still tricky. It's
a
still
vulnerable spot, eh?
Yeah, still feels vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yay.
Cool. So for our 3 top tips for today, number 1, consider what you might be contributing to your child's friendships. So within this, thinking about our own relationships with our child, how we speak to them, how we communicate with them, and how they might be using those skills or those ways we do things with their friendships. And thinking about modelling being a good friend with our own friends as well. Thinking about, the fact they see us with our friends. How are we a good friend and how are we modelling that? Number 2, coaching and supporting our children with their social behaviours. So thinking about sharing, turn-taking, waiting, all that fun stuff, and how we can support them with that. How we can do that through role play and be in a way that we can support them to know how to do that. And number 3, prepare for nightmare play dates. Or, challenging times when we meet with other friends, and know that Anna promises us this gets better with time.
As long as you're doing for the first 2.
Yeah, you need those first 2 things first.
It doesn't happen out of magic.
No, damn it.
Thank you for tuning in again this week. For anything that we've referred to, head to our Real Parents website, especially because I've been working my guts out on it, and would love your feedback on that as well. Or you can also tune into previous episodes on Plains FM, or search for Being Real Parents.
Super. Thanks for joining us today.
We hope you've learned that while parenting is challenging sometimes, that's totally normal. It's been fun having you with us. Keep being amazing. Bye.